Hello students, today we are going to study subject and verb agreement. Though this topic we have been studying from class 2, I believe, class 1 onwards, we have been studying this topic, but still a lot of children, they generally commit mistake in doing the subject and verb agreement. Let's understand with the basic details of subject and verb agreement first of all. First of all, if I talk about this word, subject, what is subject? Whatever we talk about in a sentence or the one who performs an action is a subject. And what are verbs? Verbs are action words or doing words. So when we talk about subject and verb agreement, see, when we have two friends, they always have some kind of agreement with each other. That's why they become good friends. In this similar manner with the subject and verb agreement also, subject has to be a very good friend of verb. And how they will become good friends? By having an agreement between them. So there are certain rules which we need to follow. Subject verb agreement means the subject and verb in a sentence must agree in number. Number means when there is a singular subject, you have to take a singular verb. When there is a plural subject, there you have to take a plural verb. How do you remember? There is a short trick to remember it. For example, the word singular, if I say singular, this is what the children of class 2 and class 3, they are taught with this simple trick. The word singular has S in it, right? And plural word has no S in it. So with the words like he, she, it, right, and Ram, these are all singular, right? So we will use S with the verbs. Why? Because singular has S in it. He plays, she thinks, it seems, Ram kicks, like this. And with plural, we don't have S in it, so we will not use S in it. Like for example, they play will remain play only, no S. Okay. Similarly, we think, no S in it. So this is the rule of simple present tense, but in the subject and verb agreement, we can use this trick. With the singular, the word singular has S in it. So whatever verb we are going to use with the singular noun or pronoun, we always use S with that. But with the plural noun and plural pronoun, we don't use S with that. Okay. How do we go with it? For example, let's begin. So this is a rule chart which summarizes the entire rules of subject and verb agreement, and it's very easy to remember. Singular subject takes a singular verb. Now singular subject takes a singular verb. How? She is singular. As I told you here also, with singular we use S with the verbs. Okay. She walks, S. Here it is written walks. Why? Because she was singular. She walks to the school. So singular subject should have a singular verb. Similarly, plural subject takes a plural verb. I told you here also. With plural, the words like they is plural. So we will not use, it's plural, so we will not use no S or ES with here. They walk to the school. Similarly, this was rule 1 and rule 2. Rule 1 says singular subject takes a singular verb. She walks to school. Similarly, plural subject takes a plural verb. They walk to school. Let me tell you a little thing. I'm so sorry. I'm interrupting in between and coming to the previous concept. For example, if I say, in the corner I'm writing, for example, if I say boy is singular, right? Boy is singular. We have to make it a plural one, boys. Similarly, girls, girl, plural is girls, right? This is how we generally do. So this is singular and this is plural. But in singular verb, it always comes with S. Okay, so it's a opposite case. Singular always comes with S. Right? Let's come back to rule. Singular subject takes a singular word. She walks. Plural subject takes a plural verb. They walk. No SES. Similarly, two subjects when joined by and will take a plural verb. This is but and obvious. When you will have and you are joining two subjects, that means it's more than one. So it becomes plural. So you are going to take a plural verb. Plural verb means with no S or ES, because plural word has no S in it. So Riya and Aman play. No S. play chess. This is the third rule. Now let's come back to the fourth rule. When joined by or nor, verb must agree with the subject closer to the verb. When you will get or nor in any of the sentence, you have to observe the closest verb. The closest verb before or before nor, you have to see whichever verb comes closer. You have to use the verb according to that. Let's see how. Example is given here. Neither the boys nor the girl. Now girl, nor the girl. Which one is the closest to the verb? Girl. So according to this girl, singular, we are going to use the singular helping verb, is late. Similarly, the other sentences are opposite of this one. Either the girl or the boys. The boys. Now you have to use a helping verb here. So you will go with the closest one. And which is the closest one? Girl is not the closest one. Boys is the closest one. Boys are late. Now let's come to the fifth rule now. Indefinite pronouns like everyone, someone takes singular verbs. This is a common error which most of the children they do it. But always remember, with the indefinite pronouns which you cannot count, you are not able to make out how many are there. Everyone, someone takes singular verbs like everyone wants, S. You have put a S here. You are considering everyone as S. Singular. Someone, you will take someone wants. Always you will use S with that. Collective noun will take a singular verb. This is but and obvious. It is just put in the rule form. For example, the team is one. The other example I can take a bouquet of flowers. Maybe a bouquet of flowers has lakh flowers in that, millions flowers in that. That does not matter, but it is just a one bouquet. When you are talking about the collective nouns, you will always take singular verb. The team is one. Maybe it has thousands of players in a team. That is really none of your concern. You are concerned about team. Team is one. So you will use a singular verb. The team is practicing hard. Similarly, uncountable nouns take singular verbs. Uncountable, which you are not able to count the nouns. Like for example, milk. Milk is good for health. Sugar is good for health. So which you are not able to count. Uncountable nouns will take singular verbs. Now this is a very important point. Generally the students they commit mistake in this point. This is the reason I have mentioned it like this. Some nouns like trousers, shorts, jeans, scissors, spectacles, socks, shoes always take plural verbs. How? Because why you take it as a plural verb? Why we say trousers are dirty? Why you say jeans are new? Why you say shorts are very smart? Scissors are new. Why you use are? Why? What is the reason? Were. Spectacles were. Socks were. Are. Shoes. Why we take plural? Because they refer to the things made up of two parts. For example, if I talk about scissors only, scissors has two blades in it, right? It's not only the one thing that I am referring. One thing is made up of two parts. It has two parts in it. So this is the reason my trousers are new. The scissors are sharp. So with these words you have to use plural verbs. Always remember, right? Now let's proceed with the exercise. Based on the rules which we have already studied, let's solve this small exercise based on subject and verb agreement. So fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb. You have to ensure that your subject is agreeing with the verb that you are going to use. My trousers. As on the previous page I mentioned that certain words, certain nouns will take a plural verb because it is made up of two parts. Okay, you have two parts to put on your legs, to put in your legs for the trousers, right? It is made up of two parts. So my trousers are torn. Similarly, scissors also has two blades, so are on the table. Socks were. Similarly, on the basis of the rules which we have discussed on the previous pages, mathematics, it's one subject, so we are going to put a singular helping verb. Is. News is. The team I discussed on the previous page also, it's a collective noun, so is. My family, collective part, we are going to use singular. Players, plural, are. Each student, So if I talk about each student, it should be has. Everyone, again on the basis of the previous rules, indefinite pronouns was. Similarly, the cattle are grazing in the field. Why cattle are? Because cattle refers to a group of cows and oxen collectively. For example, if we want to mention a cow, we will mention it separately, right? So cattle refers to a group of cows, oxen collectively. So we will use a plural verb. Similarly, my jeans are too tight based on the rules which we have already studied. Audience was clapping loudly. A pair of shoes. So it's a one pair is missing. Neither Rohan nor his friends. So which one is the closest noun or pronoun? It's friends. Okay, so we will use a plural helping verbs. Were late. Bye bye. See you in the next video.